you know, I told you something that His Excellency left to cook yesterday. He's here, he will confirm. Okay, I told them when you called me to say that you just finished blending the pepper. Madam can testify to that. Thank you very much. God bless you. I'd like to bring up Auntie Moji.
Thank you very much. Women of the future deserves another round of applause. And as I sat there listening to them, I was thoroughly challenged, asking myself, how many women in this industry do I need to mentor? And I think that's what we need to take back home, particularly women in various areas of professional calling, that our young ones are yearning for those who would inspire and aspire them to get to their potentials. As I speak to you, in the last 1 minute, there is the possibility that a woman would have died as a result of complications from pregnancy. There is also the possibility that a child would have breathed her last as a result of preventable disease, which continually has been the bane of our health sector in this country. As I speak to you, there's the possibility that a woman or a man has just been diagnosed of a communicable disease, and the families are in distress. How do we get treatment for this child? How do we get treatment for this man? Today, we stand on the grounds of Delta State, and the next topic to be spoken to, which I'm very passionate about, is your health or your life. Having been a health correspondent myself, there is the dearth of health knowledge and health messages that can prevent a lot of these diseases that are still ravaging our society and communities. And so, at this point in time, a doctor himself, a man who says, we will not take Nigerians outside for specialized treatment. We will begin to invest that the Nigerians can get specialized treatment even here in Nigeria. Today, by the grace of God, he is the executive governor of Delta State, a proud doctor to his colleagues. Ladies and gentlemen, please let me invite the moderator of the next event, the next session, titled Your Health or Your Life, the Governor of Delta State, His Excellency Dr. Emmanuel Uduaghan, CON. Can we please warmly welcome him to take his place as the moderator? And the speaker of this session is Dr. Anne Ojimba. Dr. Anne Ojimba. Let's welcome Dr. Anne Ojimba, who will speak to the title and theme, Your Health or Your Life. Your Excellency, thank you for coming. Please be seated. All right, I would now invite our moderator for this session, the Executive Governor himself, to please invite our speaker to the microphone.
Thank you. Let me once more recognize everyone here present and thank everyone for coming. I think today we'll be joined by the two senators, Senator Wongu and Senator Grace Bent. I welcome you. I know you were not here yesterday, but every other person, we've been here since yesterday, and I want to thank you for being patient with us. Today, we are going to spend a few minutes to deal with issues that has to do with the health, particularly of women. I was quite excited when I was listening to the young ladies. Some not convinced that there's a difference between a man and a woman. Whether there's no special road for men and women, or no special, there are places where you have to differentiate between a man and a woman. Your physiological makeup, your anatomical makeup, they are two different things entirely. And so, when it has to do with health issues, there are issues, health issues that affect both men and women. But there are also issues that affect women alone. At least a man cannot be, or should not be pregnant, except it's witchcraft. So there are issues that affect women alone and affect their health alone. Fortunately, we have somebody here who is an expert on health issues, and she's a family health physician, public health physician, also has been dealing with family issues, and in particular has been on the field campaigning on female health issues that affect women. So we are going to give her a few minutes to make her presentation, and thereafter we'll go into discussion. Dr. Jemba, you're welcome. I think I use it.
Your Excellency, distinguished senators, permit me to stand on the existing protocol. I want to ask a question. Where do you consider the wealthiest place in the universe, the richest places on earth? It's a graveyard. That's where you have dreams that never came to fruition, industries that were never built, songs that nobody will hear, companies that we will never see, governors and senators and presidents that we are not going to see, the graveyard. And so I want you to look at the sister that is sitting next to you. Look at her. Please look at somebody sitting next to you. Tell her, please don't die. Tell her, please be healthy. Since yesterday I've been here, I've listened to very inspiring talks and lectures and suggestions and recommendations, things that will move us and make us want to take the word. But that can only happen if we are alive. That can only happen. These visions, this dream, these big industries, attaining the height, being the next president, it can only happen if we are alive. Now, the statistics for the health of the women in this country is not very good. Over 40% of the women in Nigeria are in poor health. That's what the CDC has said. Every year, we have a lot of women dying as a result of causes that can be prevented. At least 36,000 women die every year because of pregnancy and childbirth-related issues. And every day, we lose about 145 women for things that could be preventable, like pregnancy, childbirth, infectious diseases. Women die every day. Like Auntie Moji said, since we have sat down here, it's amazing the number of women that have died. And that's why we must take a thought for our health. Because after everything, if we're not healthy, then we can't go anywhere. Somebody has a stroke, he's seated somewhere, all the dreams cannot be achieved. Somebody falls down and dies, that is the end. Is it possible to achieve optimal health and live well? That is one question we must ask ourselves. And the fact that there are good medical services around us can only contribute a little to our quality of health. Our health optimally depends on us. So I want you to tell yourself, I can influence my health.